What's up, Cave Dwellers? I'm Gabe.
I'm Ronald!
I don't know anymore. Anyways, what do you think about doing the whole episode in these?
No.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
The Raoul.
You know, feeling your own breath on your own face is weird.
A smelly smell that smells smelly.
It's not enjoyable.
You didn't brush your teeth this morning, did you?
Anyways, before we get into what we're going to talk about today, we got to thank our sponsor. Hold on. Hold, Brandon. Hold. Sponsor.
Comic Shield.
They are wonderful, especially if you are shipping comics. We finally got one of the new boxes. I promised that I would get one. Verified. They have their own sponsors, and you know, nice little thing that we're on there. So are all of our good friends. But Comic Shield is great for shipping comics. Unlike most mailers, you can fit multiple into that slot on top of each other, including bagged and boarded. They also have graded slab boxes and graded card boxes if you are shipping cards also, or if you're shipping slabs. They're very strong for what they are, and they're not a pain to fold. It's a box. It folds like a square. It's not, I'm going to fold this from this corner to this corner and then fold it some other way. It's not origami. It's not tough. And they've gotten pretty cheaper compared to what they used to. They're not the white print anymore.
Right.
So they're nice.
Yeah, they really came down on the price since they just went to the straight cardboard, which I love. They also fit in certain USPS priority shipping bags that are pretty cheap. They fit perfectly, so you just want to stick them in those and ship them out. Yep. Our other sponsor, Gabe's Cave Comic Cards and Collectibles, uses exclusively this. Anytime we ship out comics, we put them in those little tabs in there hold the comics down perfectly. I can even put previews if I've got extra previews that are still in the store. I can stick those in there, and they don't move. I've not had one complaint about shipping out of those boxes because they're tough, and stuff doesn't move. So it takes all the guesswork out of it. I don't have to use tape to tape stuff down. It just all stays right there.
Yep. So definitely go check out Gabe's Cave, Comics, Cards, and Collectibles, gabescave.com, to see our online store. If you're not in the area, if you're in the area, come in store, tell them Gabe sent you. Yeah. On to announcements. We got a couple things to announce, mostly cons, actually all cons. We got, I think, 4 this year that are confirmed. I know we got Cowtown out in August. That's a ways away, but you know.
Cowtown is October 26th and 27th.
Yeah, that is quite a ways away. But that will be a fun one. We've also got OKC Horror Con. That is July. Yeah. 27th and 28th. And we will be doing the panels there along with Cowtown. We're also doing the panels over at GeekedCon in August down in Shreveport. That'll be the 16th, 17th, and 18th. That'll be a ton of fun. You should come check us out if you're in any of those areas. We're going to Fan Expo Dallas as guests in June. That's June 7th and 7th to 9th. That'll be a fun one. Yeah, we're going to have a booth set up with a couple artists. That'll be fun. I'll be running around the con. Somebody catches me while I'm running around the con, not at the booth. I might have a little surprise for you. That'll be fun. But other than that, if you are still watching the YouTube channel to get giveaways and exclusive giveaways, go check out our Facebook and Instagram. We do all of our giveaways there now. It's still worth doing. It's the same process, just on our Facebook and Instagram. We also have a few exclusives that most of them have come out, but we've got a few that are coming out soon, like Maleficent, Lilo and Stitch, Cruella de Vil. Those are all Peter Smith. We're also got Hercules is coming out sometime. And then
Hercules.
Yeah. Then we got the Terrifying Crimson Bat that's Rob Broussard's. That's a good one. And then Leon LeClaire, Gabe's Cave #2, The Last Hunt. And then finally, we've got Feral #1. That's Tone's cover. That's exclusive to us.
It's up for pre-order right now.
It is. Go pre-order it. It is worth it. It's an awesome book. It looks awesome. And also, if you haven't, watched last week's episode. Go watch that. We talk about it. On to what we're going to talk about today. Brandon, I noticed you got one of your favorite statues down.
The Crow. Yes, this is my favorite statues. The Crow, signed by James O'Barr, who is the creator of Eric Draven, a.k.a. The Crow.
Yep.
So what does that mean? That means there's a Crow remake coming. Now, as of right now of this filming, the trailer literally came out like 15 minutes ago, and we watched it twice.
Yeah.
And what'd you think?
I think it looks good. I think it's going to be a good movie. Most of the changes don't look like it's to the story, which is wonderful. I love to see that. I love to see the people not going and changing the story for the worse or truthfully for the better. A lot of stories don't need a change to get better. It looks like most of the alters are in a cosmetic perspective, which is fine. I'm still happy with the way it looks. It looks like it is going to be brutal, but it also just seems some of the cosmetics are a little maybe more makeup or longer hair, one of the two.
The original Crow movie with Brandon Lee is probably, to me, one of the best comic book movies still. I'm not going to say it's the best because I don't really have it best, but it's one of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say The Dark Knight is probably one of the better ones, probably one of the best, if not the best, but depending on who you ask. But The Crow has got to be up there, just because of the soundtrack, the way everything was done, the story behind it. But I watched the trailer when the teaser pictures came out of Skarsgård. I was like, it looks like the Joker from Suicide Squad.
It does make me think of Jared Leto Joker. And I have recently found out a lot of people like that for some reason. If you are one of those, I'm not talking bad about you. I will say, though, a overwhelming majority dislike that Joker because it was not a Joker. He felt more thuggish.
Look, I'm not going to judge it, but people are going to.
Yeah. But he does look like it. And I think a lot of it is the hair and the face tattoos.
Right. And I do wish he had longer hair. However, in saying that, Skarsgård is a great actor.
He is. He is a wonderful actor. He has done well with most of the things that I've seen him in. And I do think that he could do this right. But I also think that if there is anything wrong with his acting, it's not his acting. I think it would be more of writing changes. And he is acting those writing changes perfectly. It's more of the writing would be bad.
Right. But if you've seen the trailer, it's some of those fears go away with that he looks like the Joker from Suicide Squad. Some of that goes away. Yeah. I do wish he had long hair. I do wish more makeup like the original, because that was scary.
Yes.
Him in the Brandon Lee in the original movie, that was scary.
So here's the thing. I think that they should either go with, for Skarsgård, if they're just wanting to make the cosmetic change, they should have either had long hair or more makeup.
Right.
I don't think that they needed both. It would have definitely been appreciated, but they should have done one or the other.
And it makes me wonder if they did screen tests with different versions of the makeup. I would like to see those screen tests just to see why they didn't go with what. But
and it may have just looked weird on it.
But besides the cosmetic right there, and that's a minor thing.
Yeah, it is.
Because when you watch the trailer, you're like, okay, this is going to be brutal.
Yeah.
Because the original story is really brutal.
Yeah.
If you don't know the story behind The Crow, I'm not going to go into it because that's a really long story. James O'Barr, basically, just to sum it up, he wrote The Crow out of like anger and depression, and because his girlfriend at the time that I think he was planning on going to marry, she got killed by a drunk driver.
Yeah.
And he was so upset, and the guy ended up getting off somehow, or got like a very light sentence, and he was so angry, and he poured all his hate and anger and just the love for his girlfriend into that comic. And it shows in the comic, if you've ever read the original, and you kind of see that in the original Crow movie, but I think it seems like you're going to see that even more in this one because it's just so brutal. if you know the story behind it, you kind of feel that.
Yeah. I don't know how. I mean, I can already tell they're not being 100% true to the production of The Crow. You know, Bill Skarsgård didn't die, so
He did not. Brandon Lee died for the film.
yeah.
I'm glad that they improved their special effects stuff.
Yeah.
So he didn't die.
Yeah. So am I.
Hey, but hopefully the movie's good. It looks good by the trailer.
It looks good. You don't have to die to make a good film. But
It's like Heath Ledger dies. Awesome movie.
yeah.
I don't want people to die to make a good movie.
But it seems like that's what happens. To become legendary, you die for the film.
I don't want that.
Yeah. I don't either. Bill Skarsgård's a really good actor.
I'm out on making movies then.
Yeah. It's okay. Wait, does that mean you could say that his full hatred and anger got somebody killed?
That's what it sounds like. Man. Poor James O'Barr.
Butterfly effect.
Have you ever talked to James O'Barr at a con? He's an interesting dude.
Yeah.
I talked to him for like 15, 20 minutes one time at a con. Yeah, if he's in the mood to talk, he's an interesting dude. I would definitely suggest hitting him up if you see him at a con. Get his autograph. See, I think he does. I think he'll do like commissions and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's a good storyteller. If he sits there and talks to you, he could tell a good story. Definitely talk to him. He's got an interesting life.
Yeah. Either way, I think it's going to be a good movie. I'm excited for it. I think it'll go well. It's definitely something that if you're not a fan of cosmetic change in movies, then be wary of it. But I think it will go well.
Just if you judged it based on that one picture that came out, watch the trailer and then recalibrate.
Yeah.
And tell us what you think.
Absolutely. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think, because I'd love to see exactly what y'all think about how this movie.
Especially lovers of the OG, like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we're out of time, so bye.